Okay, looking at the yen, 26th of October, that's a Thursday for the London session. So the first macro opens up and we have an Asian range break setup. Okay, if you want to wait like for confirmation, because this candle doesn't look great, it's got wicks on both sides, you can wait till like, let's say 6 o'clock. Let's see what happens at 6 o'clock on the Thursday. Yeah, not bad. I suppose you could take it from there, tight stop below there. You just about get 1-to-1 on that. And more or less the same thing on the EJ. So the problem with this day, we had this massive wick and that messed everything up. When the wick is that big, yeah, maybe just leave it for the day, see what the dollar's doing. So that's that for Thursday. I'm not really going to bother going. Nothing really good happened. Didn't see any good setups. Look at this. It's all within the ODR. Not clear. Okay, so let's go straight to Friday then. Friday, what happens in macro 1? Do we get a ARB setup? We do not get that. Why? Because we never close above. It's wick, wick. That only close above is a red candle, so that would keep me out. Let's have a look what happened on the GJ. So the ideal, if this was a break yen up, so GJ actually gives you a very nice trade. So that's unfortunate. So I guess it depends on where you would put your stop. So midnight is going to be, yeah, there. I put my stop there. Let's see if I can get away with 10, 15. Probably wouldn't have caught that, to be honest. Okay, and then pretty much the same thing here. Yeah, so you missed that. So you put your entry there. Thing is, if you're watching it, you see that wick there, wick there. You're going to be inclined to do this. And well, I just did that slightly long. You might. No, I don't. You probably wouldn't get that because this green candle doesn't form till afterwards. So you're not going to be at the screen at this time. But it's interesting to see because you've got liquidity take with a small fair value gap there. You could have got away with a 10, 15 pip stop max. Okay, so that was the first one. Then we get this. So this now, by the second macro, 6:55, we're clearly closing above. So 6:55 close. I want to see if I can get a GJ short. So we're here at 6:50. Okay, so look, the good thing about this is at 6:55, that 6:55 is there. All right, and we have just seen a liquidity take into a fair value gap. That fair value gap got filled, but because the problem is where are you going to put your stop? Like when you take these morning trades, it's always nice to put your stop above the midnight, and this is just far too big. You're looking for like a 10-15 pip stop. So what you could do in that case, like what I would do, so that's 6:55, right? That's just printed. That's what you see at the screen. So I'd probably put a limit there, okay? Or the other thing that you could do is just take the current what do you call it, M5 dealing range. Okay, and because this fair value gap's been filled, we're betting that it's not going to come back above here. So what you could do, enter there. Yeah, it's easily a 10 pip stop. Give yourself 10 pips with the spread. And you probably would have got taken in there. You should be okay. That could have worked. And it turned into a pretty good trade. And that's at least 3R. Okay, so that's that. That was the second macro on the GJ, possible entry, and on the EJ again you get a nicer pullback on the EJ. So you do the same thing there. So we had this clear close below, a break of structure again. We're saying 6:55, right? That's that candle. So you can't enter there from there, obviously. So the easiest way is just to enter there, that would get you taken in. That actually worked. Or just short of that, you do the same thing. Either way gets you in. All right, so that's macro 2. Macro 3, nothing. No, 4, also nothing. 5 is not bad. Okay. No, 5 doesn't work. Okay, because you've got to trade within the actual window. You've got to have your setup within the window. The setup comes here once this structure gets broken. So that's out of the actual window. So that would be it for Friday.